Well, now I've got a new problem. As you can see by the wet cardboard, this stupid brand new axle seal, or this wheel seal, whatever you call it, leaks. Now I got it nice and clean and everything, nice and smooth around there before I put the seal in, but it still leaks. So, I'm going to try to half-ass it, or maybe at least 2/3 ass it, before I tear the whole stupid thing apart again and silicone the crap out of it or whatever. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to clean it off with brake cleaner first. Then I'm going to put this stuff called coax seal, which is this crud here. It's like, I think it's the same thing as Flex Seal tape. It's butyl rubber. It's like self-vulcanizing or something. I don't know what the heck it is. Anyways, it's real sticky, but it's fairly robust. They use it for sealing coaxial cables against the weather. So, I'm going to see if I can use it to seal my coaxial axle against the weather too. I'm going to clean this with some highly flammable brake cleaner. That's the only stuff I use, because the non-flammable stuff will kill you if you weld on it. I don't feel like getting moitorized, so there we go. Shoot it. I don't want to get the seal too bad, because I don't want to kill that thing. This stuff will probably melt that. Nice brand new seal. Oh yeah, it's all dirty. Alright, real quick go at it with shop rags. Blue shop rags, they're awesome. Buy blue shop rags today at your local blue shop rag retailer. If you're a blue shop rag retailer, feel free to contact us for sponsorship information. That seal's pounded in there all the way. It just doesn't seem to want to seal completely. Now, I might have overfilled this thing too, I don't know. So here we go. Just kind of take this junk and you sort of kind of fold it back over itself a little bit. It's like silly putty almost. I think that might be what it is based on. Well, no, I think that's silicone. Well, whatever. So you just kind of stretch it out. Set this piece aside. Comes in, roll. Get her stretched good, and then go underneath there. Like that. Blob it up under there. Sort of wind it around there. And it'll stick to itself too. So it should be able to, if you can't get it all in one shot, you should be able to go back around it and adhere another piece onto the first piece. It doesn't feel like it's sticking too good. I probably need to sand that off. Yeah, it's sticking to the seal. I'll just put a whole bunch more on, that'll work. Alright. Go over the top of here too. A little piece. You can form this stuff however you want. It's sticky, but it's not real. It sticks to itself more than anything else. Alright, that might do it. Might be better if I put a hose clamp or something around that. I don't know. Stick another part of the cardboard under here and see if she leaks. Well, that is that, as they say. Mash it around there a little bit. Wonder how this stuff reacts to brake cleaner. I should probably pick a little piece off to find out. Oh well. We'll find out after a bit. That seems to be adhered onto there. And there's no extra oil on my finger, so I think it's on. Doesn't feel like it's going anywhere. And like I said, I can stick some more on there and then stick a hose clamp on it and it'll really seal it up good. I'm not planning on putting the regular emergency brake hardware back on this thing because it's all completely sealed, or not sealed, completely seized and rusted off and everything. So it's just gonna sit there. I'm gonna do like a drive shaft emergency brake instead. Well, that's the way this thing is, probably the easiest way to do it. I really don't want to rip these axles back out of here, or at least one. The other side's not leaking, so either it's leaning over toward this side that's overfilled, or the other side is just not leaking because it doesn't leak. So we'll find out. Well, there it goes. I don't see any drips yet, but I'm going to come back in a little while and find out. I'll see you after a bit. Okay, it's a few days later. It's at night, and I find out that evidently this coax seal stuff, it worked for a couple of days, but then the oil dissolved it. Whoops. So I'm going to have to take this back off of here, which means I'm going to have to take that back off of there, which means I'm going to have to take all the damn oil out of it and start over. I was thinking, well, actually, maybe I'll see if I can find a rubber band or something I can put around there and then hose clamp it. I don't know, because I really don't want to take that all back out of there again. Just to take this off, I'd have to take the cover off of the differential. I would have to take the bolt out, the little 5/16 head bolt that holds the big pin in the middle. Take the big pin out of the middle, take the left axle C-clip off, pull the left axle out, and then do whatever I got to do on the end of here, which I probably don't like. So I'm thinking I'm going to try to find a rubber piece that's compatible with oil and just run it around there, or at least the bottom half, and put a hose clamp on it and tell it to go F itself and be done with it. Because I am tired of Richarding with this thing. Well, there you have it. So coax seal does not hold back gear lube. Alright, see you later. Well, I changed my mind. So I decided that that coax seal is actually fairly astute. I jammed a hose clamp around it. 2 9/16 to 3.5 inch, fits right around there. And now I'm going to rotate the cardboard to a clean spot, cleaner spot, cleanish. There we go. And we'll wait another couple of days and see if she leaks. And if there be no leakage, then I'm just going to continue to reassemble this assemblage. If there be leakage, I'm going to get real super mad, jump up and down and kick stuff, and then go to the doctor and get my broken toe fixed, and then probably come back out here and tear the whole thing apart, or just keep putting oil in it. That would be a way to do it too, because I've got like a gallon of oil over there, and I don't know how long it'll last. We'll find out, I'm sure. Oh no, I can't do that because of the stupid brakes, and I need to have those back brakes working because I'm trying to make this the only example of Chevy back brakes that ever worked right, and if they're oily, they won't work right, and that'll be kind of stupid. And if you wonder, I just accidentally spilled oil on that. Like, how the hell did you get oil on the way forward of where there's oil? Well, I spilled it. That's how. Now, the other side's not leaking either, which makes me believe that there's just something wrong with the seal mating surface on here. I mean, the way I had to bang on stuff, it's probably not in that good a shape. I don't know. We'll see how this works. Hopefully it will. I mean, if all else fails, I can drain the oil out of it. I can pull a vacuum on it and spread some of that gray oil-compatible silicone all the way around. Let the vacuum pull it in just a bit, and then, let it dry, or smooth it out, let it dry, and then stick a hose clamp like that on it and see if that works too. Which it probably will, if nothing else. Like, here I am setting up a vacuum pump and everything else. Like, oh, just pull the axle shaft out. Well, it's not very easy on this one, and I've already got it back together, and I'm not taking the axle shaft back out of this stupid thing. It was a giant pain in the ass to get the pin through that stupid cheapo replacement posi carrier in there, and I don't want to have to do it again. Although I've kind of got the trick down to it, but I just sort of rather not, and I don't want to take, well, I don't have to take the shims and everything out, or the pinion or anything out. Well, maybe, if I have to, I will. Oh, the other thing I got to do is I might end up taking all the oil out of there and cleaning it out anyway, because I forgot about the vent. That's broke off, so I got to do that too. However, I might just use that, if I can find a way to shield the oil from the brakes, I might just use that as a automatic filler device. But let's try to fix the leak first. Alright, well that's it for that. Now I will actually see yins later. Alright, so coax sealant doesn't work. Coax sealant with a hose clamp doesn't work. So I'm going to try, before I take this whole stupid damn thing apart, I'm going to try the bicycle inner tube for the hose clamp. And if that don't work, I'm going to try to smack this seal back out of here because it's not pounded in too super hard. And then put some gray silicone around it, and then smack it back in there. And hopefully that'll hold it. Well, here we are. As if by magic, I have just hose clamped a bicycle inner tube around this thing. At least a section thereof. And we'll see again. I'll leave some cardboard under there and see if it drips. I'll see you in a couple of days. Now, I wonder where that's coming from. That's unique. I haven't seen that before. I hope there's not a friggin' stupid hole in the housing or anything. That would kind of ruin the whole thing. I just duct tape it or JB weld it. Actually, it's not leaking very fast if it is leaking over there, so I'll just let it be. Well, onward till next time. Hey, good news. It's a couple days later, and the only wetness that's on that cardboard is the water from that wet rag on the ground. So we're good. I'm going to stick the brakes on her, stick the wheels on her, sit her down, and work on the other end. Once I get that did, run the lines up, and well, suppose that'll be about time to stick the car on top of here then. Alright, there we go. See you later.